Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alea and I am your host today. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we speak about all things fashion, fashionpreneur, entrepreneur, business related, and how to balance being an online digital creator while running a business as a CEO. So if any of those topics interest you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up at the end. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you in my future videos. Now, into today's video, we are going to be talking about, I'm going to be personally giving my thoughts on the TikTok ban that was discussed a couple of months ago, but of course it has not taken effect yet. But I wanted to talk about my overall thoughts about TikTok in regards to positivity versus negativity that TikTok has impacted the world. And I'm also going to be going into how, if TikTok bans, how will that change the online digital creator space? Because as you know, over 1 billion people use TikTok every single day. So it's like one of the most #1 user interactive social media platforms. And so with that platform being banned, it could really affect people's incomes. It could affect people's brand collaborations. Hell, it could affect brands. They may actually rely on TikTok marketing and the users on there. So we're going to be diving all of that in today. So let's get started here. So the first thing I want to discuss is they mentioned that TikTok was going to be banned originally due to its promoting of anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism is basically a term that means basically the hatred and the racial slurs towards Jews. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't pay attention to that. I see a lot more other problematic issues on TikTok than that, but that was one of the main things that they were talking about in regards to TikTok being banned. Now, TikTok is already banned in over 30 states. I don't have the list of those 30 states, but I do know for a fact it is banned in over 30 states. It is also banned in India, because I was actually talking to someone on Fiverr who was in India, wanting her to be my social manager for my clothing brand. If you don't know, I have a clothing brand called Lay Madam, and I'll have that in the description box. And I was looking for a social media manager to help me, and she told me that TikTok was banned in her country. So therefore, we could not move forward with engaging in that. So it may be banned in other countries as well. So every country has their reasons as to why they are banning it. But the CEO, Chao Shu, I might be butchering his name. He actually went to court previously to fight to keep the online Byte social media act in effect in the United States. But let's just say, even if the bill was passed on TikTok to be banned, it's going to take at least a minimum of 6 months before that bill is even surpassed and approved. So we got a long way to go. I think if it is going to shut down, it's probably going to shut down probably around the end of the year or the beginning of the year, since, you know, we're already about to be in June. So we're halfway through the year. But getting into how will TikTok ban affect social media creators and online digital creators and the overall digital creator space? Well, let me tell you, for one, as a brand, it's not going to affect me as a brand. And then two, as an influencer perspective, I don't feel like it's going to affect me as an influencer. Because in my eyes, YouTube is where it's at. YouTube has been around for decades. YouTube, from my understanding, speaking to other brands and other digital creators, YouTube pays better. So I don't feel like, from those two perspectives, as a business and as an influencer, that it's TikTok ban is going to affect me in that way. I think that YouTube gets just as much user interaction and engagement as TikTok. Also, I just basically feel that having long form content versus short form content, there are disadvantages and advantages to that. Especially, when you're trying to build rapport and grow a business, short form content is very short. So they have to watch hundreds upon hundreds, plenty of short form content videos to learn more about you and your company versus just doing one hour video. So it just depends on each user, perceives things different. Some people like an hour video, some people like a 15-second video. But I don't feel like TikTok is going to affect me from that perspective. But I do hear that it is affecting a lot of brands and a lot of big companies and a lot of digital creators. A lot of people have their, a lot of people rely on TikTok as a stream of income or their only stream of income. But you have to be getting a lot of views on TikTok to really be seeing real money from what I've heard, because they just don't pay well. If you don't have a lot of following and a lot of engagement, millions and millions of views, I don't know what you're making. But with YouTube, I've just seen better reviews, better people talk. People are just excited to be on this platform. They're excited to put their information out there and put their stuff out there. And so there's just a different humbleness about YouTube. But of course, everybody's situation is different, but just from my experience on what people have been saying. And of course, it's going to affect brands because billions of people, a billion people use TikTok. So it's definitely going to affect them from marketing and advertising level. It's going to probably affect their engagement. It's going to be a loss of income from TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is a way that people can sell goods and service. TikTok's creator program, from the views and engagement that they get as being an online creator. TikTok also has an affiliate partnership program where you can use certain products and talk about them and put a link in there so you get affiliate commissions off of user generated content. So there's a lot of different ways that people make money with TikTok. So it's going to be a loss of stream of income. That's why I never put all of my oranges in one basket. I always like to be venturing around because everything's not going to be here forever. God forbid YouTube closes, because then we really screwed. But I just say definitely just don't put all your oranges in one basket. Make sure that you are active on all social media platforms. Make sure that you are trying to build an audience on all platforms. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Lemonade. There's so many different social media platforms. So I don't feel like the entire world needs to depend on TikTok, even though TikTok is a highly engaged short form content social media app. Me personally, the reason why I kind of had to stay away from TikTok, because TikTok is a huge distraction. When I first was on there, I was distracted from making my YouTube videos. I was distracted from working a job. When you get on there and you see something funny, then you scroll to the next video, then you scroll into the next video. So you get distracted by silliness, dumb stuff, negative stuff. I mean, you see all types of things on there. Everything about TikTok is not positive. And quite honestly, I see a little bit more negative things about TikTok than positive things. One of the things that I really dislike about TikTok is the fact that a lot of people on there are pretending to be homeless and they're not really homeless. You got those retarded NPC people that are on there. Ooh, ice cream, yo, so good. Ice cream, pizza. It's just when I heard about NPC, or if I'm saying it right, I just like, what has the world come to? Wow. So people have to actually act like an AI robot to make a living. Like,
gang. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Leah. I got your name. Ice cream so yum. You got me.
Like, And now everybody's doing it. And according to because I think it was this girl named Pinky Doll, she started it. Pinky Doll started it, and then everybody else. She was like, I was the NPC GOAT. I started NPC. And so now everybody's on there, and like people are getting gifts like crazy. I just can't see myself devoting my time all day doing that. That is not fun to me. That gets to become very repetitive and very redundant. And I just don't see myself making a living just doing that. But there are people that literally do this like 10, 12 hours a day. Like, it's serious. Another thing, like I said, there's a lot of people on there that pretend to be homeless that are not really homeless. And they look like they are foreigners and like they are in maybe Bangladesh or some country, but you'll see them like laid out with a blanket in some mud. It'll be some wood behind them. Like, it'll just look like they're in a village, right? And from my understanding, that those screens, the background is fake. They're not really in that scenery, because I was literally looking at a video last week on TikTok and the screen was moving. The screen was jumping. Like, their body didn't fit in with the background. And I said, this is a freaking green screen. These people are not homeless. They are on here hustling people, trying to take advantage. And it just really pisses me off, because there are people that will literally be sending gifts to these people. Like, they don't know anything about them. These people don't talk. They'll just be shivering or just doing something that would make somebody make them look like they're helpless. And it's a scam. And I'm pretty sure TikTok team sees it, but they don't care. This is a China-based app. China scams. China is a master scammer. They've been doing it for decades. So do you really think they give a damn about these people that are coming on there on this platform pretending to be helpless and homeless and need, and people were in the comments, they were like, well, you're filming on a high quality cell phone. You got music playing in the background. You got good lighting. Sell your phone. Sell your lighting. Sell your speaker. And it makes sense, because people, if you're that homeless and in that such of a bad state, you wouldn't even have this setup. And so you have to start putting two together. You got to really start paying attention. And I feel for anybody that has invested money. And I have been scammed on TikTok. I supported a Black-owned brand a year ago. Not in November, not this past November 2023, in November of 2022. It was this lady, and I'm not gonna mention her name or whatever, because I already got a video of it on my TikTok channel. But Black-owned girl had really long hair. She looked like she's one of those indigenous people, and she was scamming people all on TikTok with her hair brand. I ordered 2 products. I didn't spend but $20, but it was just the fact that I had invested in a small business, a small owned Black brand, and then I didn't even get what I paid for. So there's a lot of scams on TikTok. There's a lot of people getting taken advantage of on TikTok. There's a lot of people's information that is being stolen and used on TikTok for their own promotional benefit. So there's a lot of negative things about TikTok. There are satanic people on TikTok who actually will go live and tell you that God isn't real. It has gotten to that point, and it's just sad, because it's so many people on that platform, and people consume this stuff, and then you got people on there who are promoting Christianity, and they are promoting positivity and light. And then there's people coming in the comments going against what they believe, so there's just when you're putting yourself in a big bowl of opinionated people from across the entire world. But TikTok has definitely impacted bringing out truth. A lot of people talk about a lot of things, like if you go to Walmart, you don't really have to show them your receipt. It's a law. You don't have to show them your receipt. And I didn't even know that. If they, like, it's okay to run out the store. Even if you didn't steal anything, you do not have to legally show these workers your receipt. So they do put out things that, you know, Americans need to know, and it makes them more knowledgeable of just everyday things that they do. So there's positivity and there's negativity, but I personally just find it to be more negative. And you know, that's just my experience. But just, I don't feel like it's going to affect me as a creator, because I'm going to be on YouTube for at least the next 5 years, God's willing, if YouTube is still here. And then, you know, of course, with my brand, I can always promote my brand on YouTube, Instagram, and other sources. So I think it's great. I think that if you have a following on TikTok for your brand or as an influencer creator, hopefully, if not everybody follows you on other platforms, of course, you may still lose some followers, but I don't feel like it will put your career in detrimental situations. I think it's just all about how people approach it. But you know, that's just like with anything, nothing lasts, and you just have to be prepared for the unknown. And that's all I got to say about that. But yeah, a lot of people's information could be stolen by China. I mean, China steals information every day. If you want to give an example about what China does related to the fashion industry, they steal people's photos in the fashion industry. I saw on Temu a photo of this girl from her boutique, black-owned brand, and they were using it for some clothing on Temu. Like, they replicated this girl's outfit and used her photo from her brand. They've been doing this for years. You know, they are masters at replicating people's stuff. You know, I think it's shit. I even feel like some of the stuff that Fashion Nova uses is made from China, because the stuff is made very, very fast. Some of it is not made of really good quality, and it's replication. And that's what Asians, Chinese people do. They replicate stuff for their own benefit. And they've been doing it for years. And so it would not surprise me if people's accounts start getting hacked and people's information is start to be used for other sources. They're already doing it. They're doing it with both Shein and Temu. And a lot of brands actually think that their businesses are gonna be affected by Shein and Temu, but we'll say that for another video. I don't wanna get off topic, but TikTok is not gonna affect me. I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna build my platform. But let me know, you guys, in the comments, how you guys feel about the TikTok ban. How do you feel like it's gonna affect you as a digital creator? Or if you are a brand or business owner, how do you feel like it's gonna affect your customer base or your opportunities and collaborations? Let me know down in the comments below. If you want to see more videos like this about controversial topics and changes like this in the social media industry, make sure you put a heart down below so I know that you appreciate this content. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up so YouTube knows that you appreciate this content, so we can continue to put this on this platform. So if you made it to this video, thank you so much for watching. It really helps my channel grow. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, and also I want to show you guys this green, this olive green. This is my outfit today. I love it. This is a jumpsuit from my boutique. And this blazer is also from my boutique as well. So it's giving business, it's giving female boss. So again, I'll have all those links and stuff in the description. Bye now.